that really what these words, Allah never said them or didn't say them. And these are just things that we don't know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we don't use them for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for example, they might say, if you believe Allah rose over the throne, this entails that Allah has a body. Because the only thing that we know that rises and falls are objects, any physical objects that have a physical body. They're the only thing that go up and down. We say to them, this itself is tamthil. It is tamthil. You compared Allah to His creation. And the strange thing is, the reason they're putting this argument forward is not to compare Allah to His creation. But the reality of what they're doing is they are comparing Allah to His creation. Why? Because as soon as you said the only thing that rises are physical objects, at the end of the day, that is now physics, right? That's the physics of the universe. That's not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as soon as you apply these rules, for example, the only thing that rises is that which has a body, then therefore this is tamthil. You compared Allah to His creation. Laysa kamithlihi shay. There's nothing like Allah. So there is no rule. All of these rules that they apply, which are rules of logic or rules of physics, these rules do not apply to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the first place. So we don't say, with regard to this issue of body parts and limbs and these words, we don't use them for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because Allah didn't use them for Himself. However, it is sometimes necessary to ask for tafsil. It's sometimes necessary to ask a person, what do you mean? So if by body parts you mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a hand and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has eyes, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a face, if you mean by this, if that's what you mean, don't use the word body parts. Use the word that Allah said. Al-ayn, wal-wajh, wal-yad, wal-saq. But if you mean by this, like the human being or like the objects in His creation, laysa kamithlihi shay. There's nothing like Allah. Likewise, someone says, does Allah have a direction? We say, what do you mean by direction? If by direction you mean being above, no doubt Allah is above. But if by direction you mean the direction of this world, north and east and south and west and left a bit and right a bit, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not contained within His creation.